Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our third Tai Chi Thursday series brought to you by AARP in Houston, Texas. My name is Simone Olivier, Director of Four Dragons Tai Chi, and every Thursday at 10:30, we will continue with our Tai Chi for Health practice here on the AARP Texas Facebook page. This third series will continue now until November 19th, and will focus on breathing and meditative techniques called Qigong to improve our Tai Chi practice. So let's go ahead and get started. Finding some space for you to stand if you need to. You can use a stool or an ottoman or a chair if you want to practice seated with us. If you want to practice standing, you can put that off to the side. And today our Qigong practice is going to include what is called bone marrow cleansing. So we had this beautiful summertime rain. It was very gentle, cleansing, and it brought to mind the bone marrow cleansing practice to feel internally that sense of being washed clean. And this helps to stimulate the bone marrow and to release any toxins from the body deep into the bones. So find a space where you can sit or stand comfortably. And I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit here. All right. So taking in a few deep breaths, we're going to get into a meditative state here. And we're going to start by bringing the hands together and letting the thumbs rest on the sternum. Find your alignment through the feet, making sure you're not pressing to the outside edge of the feet, nor collapsing on the inside of the arches, driving down through the center, not leaning back in the heels, and also not pressing into the toes or balls of the feet, but driving right down from the ankle downwards through the center and feeling the feet spread. From there, follow up the feet and ankles to the knees, letting the knee joints be open just slightly. So a slight bend in the knee. And then moving up to the pelvis, letting the base of the pelvis, the pelvic floor, be parallel with the floor below you. And allow the tailbone to reach down. Feel a nice long spine, still keeping the curve of the spine, the natural curve of the spine. So we're not straightening the spine, we're opening and lengthening the spine here. And as your tailbone reaches down, you feel the inverse reaction of lifting up through the spine and through the crown, opening and lengthening, shoulders relaxed and broad, hands pressing together. And just continue to breathe here, eyes partially open, partially closed. And let the breath sink into the body. We call this our wisdom posture. Becoming still, centered, inwardly focused. And now we're going to move to our wisdom 2 posture, our universal man posture, palms extending out from the shoulders, not 180 degrees out to the side, but a little bit out in front. Imagining that you have long hair flowing down your back. And that you are extending out in all directions, extending out the front, behind you, out to the sides, down into the ground, up into the heavens. And we're allowing this universal chi, the chi of nature, to flow through the body like a gentle, rainy breeze, clearing out the impurities and replenishing the mind, the body, and the soul. And now we're going to go into the bone marrow cleansing, letting the arms drop down, bringing one hand, back of the hand, to rest on the small of the back. Your other hand is going to rise up. Turn your palm up to face the heavens, imagining your palm is like a cup. And you're pressing up and you're lengthening as well as sinking down into the soil. And your cup is filling up, and as it fills, you pour it over your head, palm over the crown of the head, stimulating multiple points of chi here at the head. And on a nice deep inhalation, you're going to exhale. Let the chi wash down through the body, trickling down like a summer's rain. When your hand gets to the navel, we're going to switch sides. Going to do this 3 times on each side. Palm up, reaching up and lifting, rooting down and grounding, filling your cup. Turning the palm over. Letting the chi of the universe blend with the chi of your body. Washing over the tissues, over the organs, over the bones, into the bones, washing the bone marrow. Repeating on the other side. Allowing this imagery for the mind to be able to move the chi. So we create this imagery to bring the mind and body together, letting the mind guide the chi, washing down through the body. Each time washing down deeper and deeper down to the core. Last one here. And now we're going to move into a twist called drawing the sword. This time the hand is going to go up a little bit higher on the back if possible. So instead of resting your hand here at the low back, maybe bring it up a little bit higher, closer to behind the heart. And your other hand is going to come behind and you're going to grab the opposite earlobe. And the earlobe that you're pulling, you're going to turn in that direction as you exhale. We're going to gently squeeze the internal organs, helping to release out the impurities, coming back to center. And then we're going to draw the sword on the other side. Imagining you have a sword on your back. But instead of grabbing the hilt of the sword, you're going to grab your little earlobe and gently pull in the direction of the twist. Keep your hips stationary. Twist from the waist and follow the breath. Coming back to center. Bring your hands down. And we're going to inhale, palms up. Releasing impurities out from the lungs. Inhale, bringing it back down. Exhale, driving out any impurities out through the soles of your feet. Inhale. Releasing up and out. Inhale. Releasing down and out. So we massage the internal organs, we squeeze them like a sponge, and then we wash away the impurities. Wash it down into the earth to be filtered. Release it out into the air to be cleansed by the rain and the wind and the sun. Nature takes care of everything. And now we're going to twist again in a slightly different way. This is called the green dragon examines its claws. So we're going to spiral the arms around the body as we twist, but instead of touching the body, our hands are going to be 6 inches out from the forehead and 6 inches out away from the lower back. On the inhale, we're going to come back to center at the navel. And from the navel, we're going to twist to the other side. Keep moving at your own pace with your breath. Coming back to center. And we're going to move right into a short standing meditation, just holding the hands facing the lower dantian, the lower abdomen, the navel area. Knees are softly bent, reaching down through the center of the feet. And just allowing the chi to build in the body, to build and grow. So we've washed out the impurities, and now we want to refill our cup, refill our bucket, so that we have clear, bright chi. It's called Xing Qi in the body for us to move and circulate with our Tai Chi practice. So this is a way for us to transition from our busy to-do list mind to our present, relaxed, meditative mind. Just allowing the breath to be natural, slow, long, deep, even, and smooth. And once you feel like you're sufficiently full of chi, can raise your stance and relax your arms down by your side. All right, so we're going to continue with our second part of our Tai Chi for health, working on our brush knee, play the lute, peri peri punch, and push the mountain, going to the right and to the left. All right, so let's begin in a space where you have a few room to move a few steps to that side, and make sure that your feet are underneath your hips. And let's begin from our open close. Liam, can you get the door, please? Can you get the door? Get the door. I'm teaching a class. There's someone at the door. Get the door. There's somebody at the door. Thank you. Excuse me for one moment. Let's begin again. Inhale. And exhale. Hold the ball in front of your chest. Open, close. Shift your weight. Hook step. Post. Brush knee. And push. Stepping back. Play the lute. Sink into your stance. Lift up through the crown. Peri peri punch. Roll back, push the mountain. Empty stance, step forward, follow step. Turn to the front, either stepping or rotating on the heel. Open, close. Shift your weight, hook step. Brush knee. Follow step. Step back. Play the lute. Peri peri punch, turn out. Turn out. Punch. Follow step. Step back, roll back, empty stance, push forward, follow step, and turn to the front. Open, close, still holding that low stance, knees still slightly bent, and then raise up as you drop your ball down by your feet. Okay, let's practice that 2 more times, and then we're going to review the first part and see if we can start to put all of this together. Okay, starting with brush knee. Find your alignment, and when you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink. Open. Brush knee. All right, and I'm just going to turn so you can see what I'm doing here. I want you to see what it looks like from this side. Right, my hand is pulling back. Play the lute. Peri peri punch. Push the mountain. Turn to the front. Open, close. One thing flowing into the next. Today has the qualities of water with this gentle rain here in Houston. And we want to flow just like the rain. Gentle, soft on the inside, strong and supple on the outside. And close it out. And release. One more time. So taking some of our Qigong practice, that sense of emptiness and our sense of fullness, and noticing how our body moves from fullness in our stepping, in our Tai Chi stepping, between fullness and emptiness, and how that helps us with our balance. Okay, and let's begin again. Continue flowing from one thing to the next, from each movement. Not slurring from one to the other, like slurring our words, giving each movement its own time and space, but just allowing one thing to transition smoothly into the other. Slight gentle pauses that are seemingly undetectable. It's like becoming fluent with a language. It just begins to flow. The words come, the movements come with ease. All right. So now we've reviewed what we've been working on for these last several weeks. Let's continue with our first series, which is going to be our commencement form, open close, single whip, and cloud hands. So we're not going to go over all of it today, but I do want to review up until single whip. All right, and so let's start with our heels together, not touching, but close together, toes turned out at the 45-degree angle. And we're going to review the footwork, and then we're going to put the upper body, layer it on top. So hands on the hips. Inhale. Shift your weight, and you can mirror me. Bend your knees. Lift the heel. Bring it out. Shift the weight. Bow stance. Stepping out. Horse stance. Sink down. Shift the weight. Step forward with the heel. Bow stance again. Shift back. Empty stance. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to turn to the side. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, sink down, shift your weight to your left. Lift your right heel, step forward with the right. And your foot's going to be straight forward. Bow stance. Step out to the left. Horse stance, sink down. Nice long spine. Shift your weight to the left. Small step forward with the right. Bow stance. Shift the weight back. Empty stance. Okay. One more time. Heels close together, feet turned out. And sink down to begin. Shift your weight. Lift the right heel, prepare to step. Heel, drive through, and down through the center of the foot. As you drive down, you feel a lifting up through your body. And that oppositional force keeps you aligned, keeps you balanced. Now we shift the weight evenly between both legs and we sink down as the spine lengthens up. Shift to the left. Small step forward with the right, bow stance. Feeling from the ankles downward. And shift back. Empty stance. Drive down through your left standing leg, lengthen up through the spine. Okay, and step out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Inhale the arms up. And exhale. All right, now let's look at the upper body. Let your stance be comfortable. And we're going to start by lifting the wrist up. Palms face each other like you're holding a ball. And then wrist float down. Hands come in front of the hips. We circle up to the chest. Out in front, commencement form. Fingertips pointing out. Then fingertips point up. Holding the ball in front of the chest, open, close. Feel the whole torso fill with the breath, fill with chi. Exhale. Press that chi towards the core. Single whip, press forward. Turn the palms out, spread the hands apart. Gazing over your fingertips. Let's try that again. Those 3 movements, putting them all together. And begin. Circle up. Find the center of your feet. Single whip. Shoulders relaxed, elbows bent, palms open, and relax. I'm going to turn to the side, stay facing your screen. Inhale up. Commencement form. My hands come in front of my hips, almost touching. Can even touch the body if you'd like. Bring it up to the chest and out in front. Fingertips up to the ceiling, open, close. Push forward. Single whip. Follow your right hand with your eyes. Gazing over the fingertips, relax the shoulders, bend the elbows. Having a nice rounded resilience posture and form in the arms and the upper body. And relax. Bring your arms down, relax your stance, roll your shoulders. Few shoulder rolls back. We're going to put that together. Starting with the forward facing, can mirror me. Let's begin. Inhale, wrist up, commencement form. Exhale, sink down. Shift your weight. Step forward. As you shift the weight, the hands come forward. Step out to the side. Horse stance. Open, close. Shift the weight. Step forward, single whip. Bow stance. And empty stance as we transition into cloud hands. Let's try that again from the side. Heels together, toes turned out. And begin. Shift the weight to the left, lift the right heel, hands to hips. Step forward. Out to the side, horse stance for open, close. Shift the weight to the left, step forward with the right. Gaze over the left hand. Shift back. Empty stance. And step out to the side. Take a deep breath in. One more time, putting it all together. So we're moving a little bit faster because we've reviewed this in previous recordings and previous sessions. So if you need to review a little bit more, practice throughout the week, you can look back on some of the old videos on the YouTube channel. Let's begin. Let's practice this one more time together. Inhale. Exhale, sink. Shift to the left. Step forward with the right. Open, close. Feel the openness. Feel the flowing single whip. Shift left, step right. Gazing to the left. Empty stance, transition. Hand and foot follow each other. Good. Take a step out to the side. Inhale your arms up. And relax your body. All right. So we did a lot of Tai Chi movements, which helps with our memory, with understanding the sequencing of everything. So the way the sequence is going to go is we're going to start with our commencement form, open, close, single whip. Then next week, we're going to practice and drill cloud hands. From cloud hands, we go into brush knee, play the lute, peri peri punch, and push the mountain. And then we repeat on both sides. So we repeat the first part and then we repeat the second part. And hopefully we'll be able to put it all together and have this form well understood and well practiced by fall. All right, so let's cool down. Let's grab a seat if you have something nearby. If not, you can practice standing. We're just going to cool down the legs a little bit. Bring your hands together, rub your hands. Get them nice and warm. And bring both hands to one knee. Let some of that warmth sink into the knee. Front of the knee and back of the knee. And if there's any sort of ache or pain, you can also address that. Bring your hands together again, rub them. Rub your other knee. Rub the back of the knee. And one more time, rub your hands together. Bring the hands to the lower back. And sit up nice and tall. And let's refill our cup, bringing one hand over the other. Sitting up nice and tall, imagining the pelvis as a bucket or a bowl. And we're opening up the crown of the head. Letting the light and energy of nature pour in through the top of the crown of the head. Pour down over the brain, over the heart, and into the lower dantian. Allowing yourself to be replenished. Nourished. In Chinese, they translate these practices of Tai Chi and Qigong as life-nourishing practices. Things that help to nourish life, to help us grow healthier and stronger. And as you allow yourself to become nourished, for the energy to pool and draw into the body, you may notice that you can relax more easily. You can rest more easily. It takes energy to relax. It takes energy to sleep. And when you are deprived or depleted of energy, it makes the basics of life challenging. So we have to find ways to replenish ourselves so that we can live a better quality of life. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we'll end the class with our salute, just bringing one hand interlaced into the other. And it is such a joy to be able to teach Tai Chi to you every week. It's such a joy. The time goes by so quickly. And I hope you enjoy it as well. And until next time, wishing you peace on your path. Dao An.
Hi, I'm Rosalinda Martinez with AARP Texas. We hope you enjoyed today's Tai Chi virtual class with Li Fu, Director of Four Dragons Institute Tai Chi for Health and Longevity in Houston. We decided to extend the series after several of you from around Texas and beyond reached out to us asking for more. Tune in next Thursday at 10:30 a.m. for another lesson. The 12-week extended Tai Chi Thursday series runs through November 19th. You will find prior classes on aarp.org/Texas. You will also find voting information and deadlines on our site. Information like the last day to register to vote in Texas is October 5th. The last day to request a mail-in ballot is October 23. Early in-person voting is from October 13 through October 30, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 3rd. We encourage you to make a plan so you can vote safely in the manner you choose. You can find a mail-in ballot application at www.votexas.gov. Thank you for joining us, and see you next week.